This is a really great video about Cain and the mysteries of Cain. You see, the Bible tells you a story about Cain, but it's not the same story that you heard. Okay, this story that I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you, you probably never heard before, but I'm going to step you right through word for word the Bible and what it says about Cain and what it says about Enoch and what it says about the land of Canaan. It's very important because you must understand that they changed this Bible and they told you a story that is not really true. Let's get right into it and let's look at what it says about Cain in the city. We all know Cain, okay? We all know where Cain came from. We know that we know the narrative. Adam and Eve had a son named Cain, but we're going to pick it up here. Cain right here. Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Enoch. Look at that name, Enoch. That's a very important name. And he built a city and called the name of the city after the name of his son Enoch. Okay, so the name of the city is going to be after the name of Enoch, and it's the first city. Okay, meaning when they said city, they didn't know what else to call this. This is a land. They're gonna start a particular territory and build a city there, and then they're going to branch off of the city and build more cities, and it's going to be a land that they eventually call a certain place, and that land is called Canaan. Okay, and I'm going to prove that to you that Canaan, which you heard in the Bible, Canaan came from Cain and Enoch. Okay, let me show you this. This word Enoch. How do you say this word? Let's look at this word. Right in the Hebrew. Here's the word Enoch. Okay, now let's look at this word. What does this word say here? It says, this is how you pronounce the word Kanok. Now look at this. Kanok. Very important. When you say Enoch, you are saying Kan, oak. So the city that he's going to build is going to be after the name of Enoch. So it's going to have this word in there. So you're going to have to look for a city that has this word in it, because the city is the scripture says it's going to be named after Enoch. Okay, so let's see what this city is going to be called. And I want to tell you something. When you see the word Kanak, now look at this word Kanak. Remember that word, and especially this part of the word right here, Anak. You see this word, Anak? Okay. And this is the spelling for the name of Enoch right here, see? Look at this. Very important when you read this book, very important. Now, as I said, that Cain built the first city named Enoch right here. Okay, so now this is where this is where everything's going to start, from a city. Okay, he started with the city. You're not going to build a whole land. You're going to start with the city, but you're eventually going to build a whole land. Of course, that's what the game plan is. Okay, so now look at this. Look at this. When you look at the word Canaan, okay, now you look at the land of Canaan, because it is the land of Canaan. See, they have it as the land of Canaan, and you think that's from Ham's son, Canaan. But look at this. Due to the great vowel shift, you got to look up this vowel shift. It's insane when you look at how they change everything, and they've shifted vowels. And they did it just for confusion, because they don't want to tell you the truth. But the name Canaan, there's the same name, Canaan. See, Canaan. Like the name of Enoch, Kanok, is in the name Cain, the original name Canaan. It's in the name. So this land is after the name of Cain's son Enoch. Is this land that I'm going to show you. And we're going to keep going, and I'm going to keep proving it. And let's keep going. Now, this word if you look in here, it'll tell you that it first occurs in the writings right here. Hecalatus, see, Kana. It tells you that, but why would they change that around like that? When you look at this, we know it's talking about. That word Kana is equivalent to the Canaanite land. We know that, and it all stems from Enoch. Okay, now this is the distinction that you must know. Now let's go to Acts and let's look at the verses. Okay. When you look at the land, it says this is the first time. Now look at this land right here. It says right here in blue. And when he had destroyed 7 nations in the land of, look at the word, Canaan. See, now it's Canaan. See that he divided their land to them by lot. Okay, he's talking. This is they look at the spelling of the land here. See, they didn't change the spelling of the land. It's still the original name of Canaan. It still has, and it bears the marker of the name Canaan. See, Canok. It bears the name of the land, because that is the land. You might not think that it's not the land, but it is the land. And let's keep going. So we know that the land, see, they did not change. The verse this is the correct name right here. And it comes from Enoch's land. Okay, now we are going to look at the name Canaan. See, right here. Remember, see, here is the land. Now it's the land right here. In the land of he distributed. See, look at. This is the one he divided for the inheritance, but it was originally Canaan. See, the name is Enoch, and then he named it after his son. So the land is going to have the marker of the name of his son Enoch, and that is right here, Kanok, or Canaan, and this is the land, Canaan. And it has the same verb, same pronunciation as this one here. See it right here, Canaan. See. Okay. Now, this is like I said, these are mysteries of Cain and Enoch and the land of Canaan. Okay, I'm going to show you these things. Now look at, when we read about the land or the generations of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth right here. We're going to read about this person right here. And Canaan begot Sidon, his firstborn, and Heth, and the Jebusite, the Amorite, and the Girgashite. Okay, the Hivite, Archite, and the Sinite, the Arvite. All these names here. Look at these were all the families of the Canaanites spread abroad. Okay, but of course, this he was named Canaan, but he did not. Canaan had to leave. And he had to go to another land because he did not want to worship the God Yahweh of his father. Now, I explained this in my other videos. That's what it's about. It's not about seeing somebody naked. Okay, you have to look at my other videos, but I don't want to get into that right now. I want to show you that this guy Canaan, he has these are his descendants. All these the Jebusite, Amorite, and Yes, they do. Now they're going to go somewhere. Okay, let's see where they go. So here, now the first calling of this land, now it was about this Lord, which is Yahweh, had said to Abraham, get out of thy country, the whole country, and from thy kindred and from thy father's house unto a land I will show thee. Now this is not a land right next door. This is a journey that he took them to this land, actually. And they took them to this land, and they went forth into the land of Canaan right here. But notice the spelling. It's different from the other Canaan. It's different from that. Okay, so now they call that land Canaan because the Canaanite was in the land. But the Canaanite is not the descend, not the Anak or Chanakh. not the Chinook. They were the Canaanite, and the Canaanite was out from these, like I showed you, these the Canaan right here, and they were called the Canaanites. You see, the Canaanites. So when he saw the Canaanites, he was telling you that he saw in this land the Canaanites, which were Cain's, Canaan's, Ham's sons. They journeyed there too, and they met up with a people there, and they dwelt in the same land. Okay, now that's why you got to be careful. It's not. It's the land that they went in was Canaan, which was a different. It was another. It was the other name of this land, Canaan. Like I showed you, it's this land, and they put this is the land that he built. Okay, so now the Canaanite is in the same land, but their name is close. It's the Canaanites, and they were descendants of Canaan. But now let's see what the spies saw when they went into the land. Okay, now the spies explore Canaan, it says here. Well, that's what they tell you here. So they went up and searched the land from the wilderness of Zin. And I tell you in my other videos how they journeyed to this great land here. And it wasn't right next door to Egypt. That's all a lie. And they ascended by the south and came to Hebron. Okay, look at this. Came to Hebron, and they got these names. And the children of Anak were there. Okay, now this is not. Now, when they said they went and they saw the children of Anak there, this was a different thing. Now, this wasn't telling you that it was the children of Anak have nothing to do with the descendants of Canaan. Okay, they don't have anything to do with it. Okay, here now it says, nevertheless, the people be strong that dwelt in the land, and the cities are walled and very great. And moreover, now including, we saw the children of Anak there. Okay. These are not the descendants in the list of Canaan that I showed you in Genesis 10. Okay, now also the Amalekites dwell in the land, Hittites, Jebusites. Now these are the descendants. These are the ones that dwell in the same land. These are called the Canaanites. Okay, these are different people. These are not the sons of Anak. These are the Canaanites, which come from Canaan, which are in Genesis 10, in the lineages of Canaan, but not the sons of Anak. When they saw the sons of Anak there, no, these were not from them. These were not from them, because they said right here, and you keep reading. It says, we saw people there. Okay, it was a great people. They were strong, and there we saw the giants. See, they saw the giants as sons of Anak. They wanted you. You gotta. This is not a man of ridiculous height. I'm sorry. The giants is a man of might. This is what they saw, in which come from the giants or the Gabor, the mighty men. But they come from the mighty men. See, they're telling you they did not come from Canaan. These are not Canaan's people. When they saw the sons of Anak there, they came from another lineage. Has nothing. These are nothing to do with the Canaanites that were in the land, and they were called Canaanites. They were in the land of Canak. Yes, they were. But these were. Remember what I showed you? I showed you that the people. Remember, I told you like Hanak was the name of the people. That was the name of the people right here. When I showed you this name, Canak. See. When from this Enoch, this is the Enoch from Cain now. Okay, this is the name Anak. Okay, look at that name, Anak. Okay, these are from. When they said they saw the children of Anak there, see, look, Anak was the children because they were from Canak. Enoch, this was the originals. These were the original. They were still there. They were there. They were in that land. Okay, so the children of Cain and Cain's lineage was still in the land because they never got wiped out, and I got that in my other videos. Cain's descendants never ever got wiped out. They were there, and this is proof. They're the sons of Anak. This is right here, And this is the Anak that you saw. And I just wanted to let you know that now they were in that land. Okay, so when you look at this land now, not only did the Canaanite go to the land, which was the descendants of Canaan, which were from Ham, but the original sons of Anak were there, which came from Enoch and came from Cain in the original city. They were there also. This is how you read this book. This is a hidden thing about Cain and his lineage, because a lot of you have to understand this word Canaan, how they changed everything about this word Canaan. And it's in the book, it's in the books, but like I pointed it out to you, they, when they went into the land, it was there. When you see the land, it's there. And this is there, right here, Canaan. See, but that has nothing to do. See, that land, this is land that came from Canuck, right here, right there. See? Right there. And that was from Enoch. And I just wanted to point this out to you, that I'm going to make other videos regarding Cain, because I love to study Cain. I love to study the mysteries of Cain. But when I tell you the mysteries of Cain, the things I tell you, you probably never heard before. But it's got to be searched out, and it's got to be shown. And I'm going to keep going on Cain, and I'm going to keep telling you things about Cain. I have many more things to tell you about Cain, who he was, who his people are, who Enoch was, who the second Enoch was. And I'm going to keep making videos. If you like it, please like and subscribe. But that's all for now. Thanks for watching.